Where you going, puppers? Not gonna be in this video? Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. Welcome back to another episode of Rick Reviews Stuff. Today we're reviewing a GARVEE, well, I'm gonna have to use my notes because this thing's a mouthful, but worth it. The GARVEE PHK38K7 FYGL 14,000 BTU dual hose portable AC heater and dehumidifier. This thing, let me tell you. You guys know I've got a bad back, and this thing's light enough that I can move it around without really hurting myself or straining, for one. Now, I will tell you right out the gate, these puppies retail for around, don't be afraid, puppy, it's okay. They retail for around $700. But if you use my code in the description, you can get 10% off one of these bad boys. Now, if you can't tell, as usual, I am blind unboxing this baby, so you're gonna find out with me how easy it is to set up and what the features are. Now, I was actually hoping to compare this to my old portable AC and heater unit that I had that I kept in my trailer, and I sold my trailer to a guy before the GARVEE got here. So we're not going to be able to do that, but I will show you guys how easy it is to set up, to install, and we'll go over the features together. It's remote control operated, and it comes with the remote, obviously, and batteries. And then we power on. Why isn't it working? Oh, that's right, we haven't gotten it out yet. Laugh with me. Instructions, don't want those, but we're going to refer to those momentarily. Some screws, I assume, for the window kit. This thing is packed quite nicely. I will say, with my old one, drainage was a nightmare, and that was my big concern with the GARVEE one when we were talking to our friend Isaac about getting it sent over. Well, GARVEE has heard the complaints from the masses about other brands, and they introduced some fantastic technology. The unit is equipped with a very handy, no-drain, auto-evaporation system in place in the device, so that there is actually no need for drainage upkeep unless you're in extremely humid environments. For that, they do have a drain port that we'll discuss later as well. I'm curious about this dual hose technology. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know that my old one would put off a lot of heat when it was running, and it was so loud. The GARVEE is actually, allegedly, only puts off 42 decibels of sound, which is as quiet as a refrigerator, for example, or like an ice machine, or a deep freeze. I was going to try to save the box, but I don't think I can save the box. Number 5 is alive. I was about to complain there's no handles on it, and then I realized there were handles on it. Ta-da! There she is. Here's the, for us, entirely unnecessary drain hose. Now, one thing GARVEE wanted to emphasize was just how user-friendly and DIY-friendly this is, so you can save a ton of money. I don't know if you've ever had to call a heating and cooling specialist. It's about like calling a plumber or an electrician. You're gonna pay out the wazoo. That's what's so great about these 2-in-1 or 3-in-1 portable units, like GARVEE's, especially GARVEE's. There's no professional installation required. You can do this yourself, and I'm gonna show you today. If you're worried about mobility, it's easy to go from room to room. And back again. There's that drainage port that we talked about earlier that you're probably not going to need unless you live in like New Orleans, but this will attach here, squeeze him onto there, and then drain into whatever vessel or receptacle you deem fit. But we're not going to need that here because it's not that humid in Illinois. Alright, so setup is just this easy. You take your exhaust hose and slide it over the exhaust in the direction of the arrows. This one goes left, this one goes down. Get your minds out of the gutter. Now you have your very own robot dancing friend. Look at him, he's so happy. Now here's where things might get just a little bit tricky for you, but I assure you it's totally manageable. We've got to install the window kit. Now this is one area that I am going to go ahead and call GARVEE out because this plastic is going to be a little difficult, not impossible, but difficult to cut, let's say, a knife to the point and that I am lazy enough that I'm not going to be using a knife, though it can totally be done. It'll just take you a little bit of effort and some time. I'm going to be using my multi-tool, but first I will show you guys how you can mark this thing for size with the help of my lovely assistant AJ. So this will come in 2 pieces. You've got to have both of these holes open for your exhaust ports to go in. So hopefully that will be the size of your window, or this, all assembled together, will be the size of your window. That is not the case in our situation. So what I'm doing here, ignore the mark I made earlier. I'm looking to see where the edge of the hole lines up with the extender, get it lined up, figure out roughly where your hole is so you can expose it and make your mark. Mine is gonna go right there. Now, real quick, we're gonna cut him up. Now, my calculations were correct. A perfect fit.
And back.
And back. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
So we wheel this bad boy over to the window with its dual hose technology. That's better. You do want to make sure you get these installed in the right orientation. I had it upside down a second ago. But if you look at the side that has the lock and unlock on it, you probably can't see it on camera, but there's a little detent of like a padlock and an unlock padlock. That's going to be the side you want up, the more obtuse side. Pop my divider back in. You may need to round your extender off as I just did. Okay, get my fingers out the way. And there you go. Now, I'm going to point out, this does come with mounting screws to screw to your windows and weather strip. I'm not installing that here because this is actually going to go in our bedroom when we're done. It's not going to go in our living room, and you guys don't get to see inside our bedroom. Perverts. No. So now we're just going to plug her in after we take the safety cap off. And we have power. Before we fire it up, I wanted you guys to see that our living room stays at a balmy 77 degrees, and our AC fights and fights and fights to get it this cool in here. So let's see what the GARVEE can do after a few minutes.
It's taking all the suck.
It is taking all the suck. One more thing we're going to do, because everything's more fun with lasers. The ambient temperature of our couch right now is 77 degrees. So let's check back in an hour and see what the thermostat and what the laser have to say. Now, with a whopping 14,000 BTUs, this single unit can cover up to 700 square feet. So that is like our living room, the bedroom, and the dining room over here combined. So we're going to see how it does with those. Now's the fun part where I'm going to go over some of the specs for you guys so you know just what you're getting if you do buy a GARVEE. So the GARVEE has state-of-the-art inverter technology that actually intelligently adjusts its power consumption according to the room's needs. So that right there is already going to be more energy efficient and save you a lot of money in the long run. Now, while single hose units will actually pull warm air back into the room, GARVEE's advanced dual duct system delivers faster, stronger cooling with maximum efficiency and significantly lowers your energy consumption. And like I said, it's not just for cooling. It combines cooling, heating, dehumidifier, and fan settings. So whatever your needs are, this thing will get you covered. And with a single unit, you're going to be saving a lot more money than you would with, say, a window unit in every room or multiple standalone units like this that don't cover as much square footage. So, like I said earlier, let's give it about an hour. We'll check back in and see what GARVEE did for our room. Now, you guys no doubt remember how earlier our thermostat was stuck at 77 and running constantly. Well, I want you to see something. You probably can't hear it, but our AC system is no longer running because it's gotten down to 74. And I'm sure you remember that the couch's ambient temperature was also 77. Well, let's check with the laser again and see what it is now. Let's find out. Boom, 74, baby. Thank you, GARVEE, for cooling this house. And thank you, GARVEE, for sponsoring this video. And don't forget, if no one has told you today, you're awesome. I'm proud of you, and you are doing a good job. Love you, bye. Mwah.
Good job, Daddy.
Thank you, baby.